You ever notice how everything nowadays is like some form of gambling? I'm really starting to really put this into perspective. It wasn't always like this. There was some degree of it in there, but it was never what it is now, right? It seems like everything nowadays is some form of a gamble. Whether on a small scale, like let's say a lottery ticket, or a big scale, like I guess maybe a Powerball or something, there's always some form of gambling. But see, those are obvious, right? Lottery tickets, casinos, Powerball, that kind of makes sense. But when Pokemon cards are gambling, you know, you start to wonder to yourself, this is kind of strange. Why is it now about making money and flipping and gambling? And to some degree, I understand the scalpers, but this is deeper than that. All these football games, all they do is advertise sports betting. The commercials on the actual football fields, it's like they work hand in hand with these companies, which is just ludicrous to me. Same thing with crypto. Although crypto has always been volatile, it's just become more degen to where you don't even know what would be a small cap coin because there's so many. If you look on Coinbase, they just keep adding more. And once you keep adding more, now no one knows what to buy. No new person. Sure, they could buy Bitcoin, but most people aren't going to do that when they, I mean, maybe they might, but for the average person, they're going to think it's too expensive and try to find something smaller, and they'll end up buying one of these scam coins. There's just so many forms of gambling. Driving Uber and driving Lyft. You sit around and wait for a ride, and then you have to calculate within 30 seconds if this ride is going to be profitable, if you should take it, and then you get kind of flight or flight and you just take it. Now you're at their whims because you're just gambling. You're just praying that it works out. That's where they want you to be. I'm not doing it. You know? I'm tired of gambling in all forms. Now, we have to somewhat take part in this, but it doesn't have to be as drastic, you know? I still invest. Maybe I'll make a video about what I have or what I still have. But it's nowhere near where I'm just obsessing about it like how I was before. I love collecting and investing anyways, but it's become gambling, and at that point I just don't want to take part anymore. Sometimes if you think about it, a lot of your payments are gambles, right? Let's say your insurance, right? Because we're paying it right now, but we're gambling that next year it doesn't spike or something. We won't have a choice, but I'm saying it's this constant state of something's going to happen, so you got to do something now. It's like they're just trying to keep us in survival mode. And I'm just irritated. It just seems like no matter what, they're always pushing some sports betting thing. And then they get you with, hey, this is the one I was thinking about. Even myself, I'm not, you know. They were like, hey, if you deposit $1,000, we'll add $500 on top of that. And now they got me thinking like, okay, well, if I deposit $1,000 and I get 500, maybe I'll just bet the 500 and I can flip that and flip. But that's what they want. They want you to get wrapped in there because as soon as you lose the 500, you're going in that 1,000 and you just lost 1,000. And if you win, okay, you'll play, you'll win a little bit. We'll make it incredibly difficult for you to withdraw your money, so you'll stay on the site. And by that time, you'll have gambled it all away because you'll see another game or something you want to bet on, and boom. I'm not a fan of gambling anymore. You know, It doesn't hit the same. I even feel this way when I buy cryptocurrency. I'm very, I don't know. It just like they took the fun out of everything. Not everything has to be gambling. That's all I'm saying.